Just call me Ghetto Junior. I don't know. I don't want to do that. Okay,
Worst thing that
so
happened, it counts for a few points watch hours.
okay, well the first thing I need to do is I need to see that I have audio over on YouTube. So if I have anyone watching on YouTube, let me know by putting a comment in chat, please. And one fish says, I hear you. Thank you, Sam. That's good. This is the most messed up way I'm doing something today. You currently are looking at my YouTube studio on my DaVinci machine. I have two instances of OBS running. I have Zoom running, but I don't have the camera on. I actually have the chat is hiding from OBS my Zoom, and I may have just messed up by doing what I just did. I did. Um, now let's see if chat goes out over YouTube or not. This will be kind of interesting. Um, yes, this is not practiced, not rehearsed, not thought out. And no, it's not. It's still going to that. Okay, cool. So let's get started. Let me put chat back over here where I can see it. I've got it full screen because I'm doing this a totally different way than I've done. So let's get right into this. Hello, everybody. Welcome into a very prompt, impromptu edition of Ken Style Live. The Zoom homies are there. They are Bill, they are Darren, and they are not being shown because of how I'm doing this. Now, I'm going to go hopefully remember the screen that I want to show, which is, I believe, this one right here. And it's going to show you the same screen as before, except now it's just the studio. If you see my mouse moving, then we are good to go. So I'm going to minimize the studio by moving it to a different screen. I'm not going to really minimize it. I just want to keep it running. So this is the 438th live stream of the year. And I just went and grabbed a thumbnail from yesterday, which was not a thumbnail from yesterday. Yesterday's thumbnail was this. And then I messed around and did some things. And I just went and grabbed something off of that to have a thumbnail, which kind of leads us to where we're at today. English? And no, the streamer bot is not working. So how do I do this? Well, I already got the thumbnail process started for today. So let's go see how that is, how that's going. I just got a message from someone about apparently the professor could do. Yeah, Robert gave me a link to Ryan Hall Y'all's channel, and he was showing his Y'all bot and its setup. And oh my gosh, you guys make fun of me with my 5 monitors. You should see the hundreds of monitors that this guy's got just for his Y'all bot. So let's get going for today. This is how I do this day in and day out. And yes, this is just a filler live stream to keep my numbers going to get to 500 by the end of the year. Long dog, if you're watching, I have no idea who's watching. Okay, I can't see the studio like I normally can. I can't see chat like I normally can. I see two OBSs and this. So this is going to be worse than normal. Let's dissect this for a minute. Let's take that out of the way. Let's take that out of the way. And let's take this out of the way. So in DaVinci, I bring in my stuff. Well, what someone's saying in their mind, well, how do you get to this point? That's a good question. I get to this point one of three ways, or a combination of three ways. I lately have been using Canva.com, going into the search and putting in YouTube thumbnails, and then going and look at something that doesn't cost me any money to use as a thumbnail. And let's just say this one right here, I don't know if it's showing on the screen or not. It's got a little crown. That means it's paid. I'm using the free version. This one does not indicate that it's paid. So I kind of like this. Relax and chill. Let's go ahead and click on that. customize this template, and then I can customize it to how I see fit. I can actually add in here now. This is so weird not being on camera, which actually is probably a good thing, but it just feels awkward. I know I'm on Zoom because I can see Zoom. I see Bill's still there. It says KSL. We're waiting. Back to this. So I can click on this lo-fi music and I can delete the lo-fi music. I can click on the relax and chill and I can delete it. Or what if I wanted to say edit it? So I think I click on maybe here and delete that. Yeah, now I can, let's control Z that and see if that works. Control Z works. Jeff Ryman joins us in the Zoom debacle that's going on. Hello, Jeff Ryman,
Edit.
or lost wages as we like to say. So I could go in here and I can backspace this stuff out, which why the eye didn't go. I mean, is the eye separate? No, the eye's not. That's my icon. And I could put in my information here. So I'm going to lock the caps. I'm going to go Ken, Stout, Live. Well, I don't want it to be two lines. I want it to be a single line. So I'm going to try to grab this and stretch it out. And even though I can stretch that out, and if Brian's watching, he's probably shaking his head going, well, there's an easier way to do that. So let's backspace this. Well, that didn't work at all the way I wanted it to. I was hoping by backspacing it, it would bring the live up here. So I'm going to get rid of the live and I'm going to type in live here. Okay, so it still puts it down there. I'm not liking that. And this is one of the reasons why I do it the way that I do it. I use DaVinci Resolve for this. So I'm not going to take the time to figure this out right yet, but pretend this live is up here. Then you can come up here and change the color. And lately I've been digging these radiant colors and change white to that. I've been getting into that lately. I kind of like some of these gradient looks. Just a one-click deal. That one looks pretty cool. I like, kind of blends with the background of that. You can change your font up here. Just another Manic Monday font, I guess this is. Let's go with Bobby Jones Soft. Wasn't Bobby Jones a baseball player or a basketball player? Or he might have been a golfer. Who knows? We're going to change that. That's even worse. But we're going to stick with Bobby Jones font. Let's just Canvas student font. Hey, go back to Bobby. Let's go to Sacramento. As you can see, you have your choice of fonts, and hopefully that's coming out over the live stream. And it looks like we have 3 people watching and 1 like and no comments. Cool, going well. So yeah, there's a lot you can do in here. You can change the size. I'll bet you if I take this down a little bit, I would have really thought at some point in time that word live would have jumped up. There we go at 113. So this is how I prefer it right here. I would want it to be like that. And I agree with what Brian says. You can do things here except for what I'm trying to do. I want to move the whole doggone box right now. And sometimes there's a little move icon down here. Sometimes there's not. We're going to go ahead and get rid of this one by deleting it. And then we'll go back to this one. And now I can move it. I'm going to put it right about there. Get rid of the music icons. I basically have my basic thumbnail right now. Come up here to the share button. Come down here to download. I don't worry about the size because A, I'm not paying to change it. So B, I'm going to change it in DaVinci. We're going to download it. That's step 1. And I know you guys can see me on Zoom, but nobody can see me over the live stream because I'm not sharing the Zoom right yet. That's step 1. Step 2, I've been using ChatGPT a lot lately. And I'm going to put in here take cap locks off, 3D rendering of the number 439 that is done in a metallic Give me a color. Somebody give me a color. I got too many voices in my ear right now. Hold on. Let me code these out a little bit.
A mint blue, green.
Mint, blue, green with a pink edge. That's going to mix. That's going to go well. I apologize. I have to answer this text because if I don't, it's just going to bug me. That's about all I do. 3D rendering of a number. We'll see how that goes. We hit enter, let it do its thing. Um, 3 people watching, 2 likes. There's been a total of 5 views, and it's been an average of 355. And I've been live for 10 minutes, so about 50%, and that's fine. I don't lose a lot of sleep over this one. This is just a filler. In order for me to get to 500 by December 30, for December 31st to be the 500th live stream of the year, I need to average 1.7 a day as of today. And I don't think that number's ever going to go down. I think I could do 3 a day between now and the end of then, and it's still going to be 1.7 a day. So there's no sense me trying to do 3. Oh, that looks good. I like that. I do like how that looks. I'm not sure that's a pink edge, but I like how this looks. So now we're going to click on the image and we're going to figure out how to download it with the download button right here. That's good. I'm going to do it totally different over on the other one. And it's downloaded. So now we're going to go over here to Night Cafe, which thanks to One Fish 26 and Bill, I've been using that a lot as well. As you can see, if we go through here and look at my creations, they're all going to be basically numbers and some experiments from time to time that to see what I could get. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, some of them are just like, what the hell? But for the most part, it works the way that it should work. And I'm happy with it. And I got a bunch of them. This could go on for days. Bill got me doing the airplane thing, and I took it from there. I did the golf thing. And if you guys send me anything, I use it. I work it in to the streams somehow. So let's go ahead and create something real quick. So we're gonna go to create, maybe. Hello, Rich. Rich joins us on Zoom. Okay, maybe we're not gonna go to create. Create. Oh, it's that 27H2 or I3 or whatever. Nobody got that, by the way, on Rick's live stream this afternoon. 25H2 is the current version of Windows 11. So I thought I'd do a ghetto moment and have a 28i3. Nobody got it. Anyway, moving on. We're going to do basically the same thing here. This is where Bill and I kind of word things a little differently. And I'm talking like I'm on going out. I'm not, and I know that. I always do. Hey, 3D rendering of, and then put in whatever I want to do. This is going to be number. What number should this be? We just did 439. Oh, is Long Dog in chat? All right. This should be 440, but I think I want to use 439, even though I have that, because I want to try a different color scheme. I want to see if I can match my color up to what the thumbnail is going to be. So we're going to do 439 again, and the color of, now the color of that thumbnail, what would you call it? It was kind of a brown black color. And to recall, unless you're watching in live stream, you really can't see it. But there's the basic thumbnail. I took out the lo-fi music, relax and chill, mixed by Daniel Calego, and the music thing. So I want to match the wood color, the brown wood color, not the black. Black is easy. I want something challenging. So, what would be a good way to word the color of wood?
Rich brown wood look. maybe.
We'll try that in a second. I've already got brown picnic table color with white edges. Obviously, you want something to make it stand out. Now, the only thing I do differently in here, and Bill showed me this, is I come down here and you do 4, it's set it to 16 by 9 aspect ratio. You do 4 because you get a choice of 4 that way. And then it's going to cost me 6 credits. Am I on the wrong thing again? Yeah, it says I selected Pro Model Upgrade. Now, somehow, for some reason, this keeps doing this. I don't know why. I have to go
You
in
got 3
here.
pictures at the very top. You probably got the middle one selected. You got to select the first one.
I always go up here to video, click on video, and then put it back to image, and that usually fixes it. I'll try that next time on the 3 pictures because I do see those. I do want to go back to 4, and it's still just going to cost me 4 credits, so we're going to go ahead and create that. And you almost have to be watching the stream to see this because I can't share my screen because I got OBS and OBS running. I have a portable version of OBS that I'm showing YouTube on. I have my main OBS and I'm showing the portable version. Yeah, that's not even close. I got a white 439 with a brown edge. That's okay. I got a 439 with a wooded look edge. That's okay. I got a booth in a cafe somewhere. And then I got a picnic table that says 439. And again, I apologize. I know you guys can't see this, and I honestly don't think I can share my screen. Well, you know what? Maybe I can. Maybe I can make this so messed up. You guys will be so confused. Now, you should be seeing my mouse on Zoom move. Is that correct? Did I lose audio on
We
Zoom?
see him. We see
Okay.
your.
So now YouTube is seeing this. You guys aren't seeing. Well, I guess you are. So I said a 3D rendering of the 430. I should have put number, but that's good. 39 in the color of brown picnic table color with white edges. I got it. It's just backwards. I wanted the 4, the 3, and the 9 to be brown and the edge to be white, but it just flipped it. I like this one because it's got the wood grain, maybe a color of wood grain. This one right here, I don't get that one. Do you see the number 439 on there anywhere? I do not.
No.
There are, however, potential uses for that. So I am good. I do like this one, even though it's not even anywhere close to what I wanted. And I do like that one. So once I figure out which one that I want, I just go ahead and hit the 3 dots and download, and it puts it in my downloads. I'm good to go. So we start out on Canva. We create. We go over to Chat GPT. We create. We go to Night Cafe. We create. We download it all, and that leads us to DaVinci. Now this was going to be my thumbnail for tonight. I like the picture. Now, I don't know if the picture is filling up the whole space or not, and it is, so we're good. I like the picture. However, since we're doing 438 now, that can go away. That's the thing Bill sent. I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to keep my chat, maybe. But these two can go away. I'm going to the pool. I'm going to get rid of the picture. And that's the only one I can get rid of because the other ones are elsewhere. Why am I doing that way? Backspace, it goes away. It's gone there. We get rid of it there. 438 can go away. I'm not going to need it. It goes away there. I could have gotten rid of 438. Backspace again. So now we're going to start all over again. Let's look at chat real quick. And it says, Nightbot, John Williams, audio, no echo. Well, hopefully there is audio, and hopefully there is no audio, no echo. There should not be an echo, but if there is, then sorry about that, and I'll figure it out later. So we're going to go to downloads. Where is the singing coming from? I'm hearing singing in my earbuds.
Yep.
I don't. Come in. I do not know where that singing is coming from. I don't have anything else running. Um, Jeff Ryman. John says that Jeff Ryman, I be here laughing out. Yeah. Thank you, John. Guess you made it to your store in time. So now, first thing I want to do is grab this thumbnail. I want that, and then I want to go back. I could have do this all at once, but I get more airtime by doing it this way. So now I'm going to bring in both of these. Control left click and highlight. I'm going to hit open, and it drags them both in at the same time. And if I don't unclick them, they stay clicked, and I can drag them down at the same time. And I'll bring this one down here. Seriously, where's the echo coming from? This is concerning. I don't have anything playing.
Jeff Ryman.
It's Jeff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Jeff will be. Okay, that should take care of that. Dr. Ghetto joins us. Let me go back to sharing my screen. I was like freaking out there for a second. I'm like, I'm hearing an echo, but I don't have anything running. Look at chat real quick. Looks like I haven't missed anything. Audio, we're good to go. So now it's just a matter of me putting this together. I'm going to take, and this is what I'm going to start with. I'm going to check the size. Size looks good. Now, if you're not 100% sure, you can change it to a red background. And as you can see, this is not filling up the whole space, and I need it to fill up the whole space. So I'm just going to do this right about there, because that way, if I go with this title, I don't have to go back and change it and re-download it. Then the next step I'm going to do is bring in whatever this is. That's Bill, not yet. Then I'm going to go look at these to see which one I think is going to blend in the best. Probably this one as opposed to that one. It's just a color mesh of brown and blue. I like the color. I like the mint blue color. John says we're buffering. Well, to quote our good buddy and friend out of Fresno, I have no drop frames. And again, I realize that's a little bit of a cop-out, but both OBSs have 0 drop frames whatsoever. So that's good. I'm not sure why there would be buffering, and obviously I'm not monitoring it, so I don't know if it's buffering or not. So I think I'm going to go with, why don't I have my microphone turned on? Wait, am I not being heard over YouTube? Sam said he could hear me earlier on YouTube. According to my OBS, I'm being heard on YouTube. Am I not being heard on YouTube? All right, John, I'm being heard on YouTube. I can hear myself on YouTube. And if there's an echo right now, I'm the echo. Because I'm testing the audio. John just said, why don't you have your microphone turned on? I don't know if he's messing with me or he don't have his audio on or what, but I know there's audio. So we're good. Sam says, I can hear me just fine. Yeah, unfortunately, I can hear me just fine too. Thank you, Sam. All right, let's move on. Let's get this done. How long have I been going so far? About 15 minutes. Oh, about a half hour. It's 4:40 already. So I will use this one. Maybe I'm going to use this one. So I stack it up on top of where I want it because that way I can do my thing. I'm going to open this in Fusion. Over in Fusion, I'm going to use the Magic Mask, which is available on the studio version, which is paid. Thank you, Tony Wallow. I'm going to get rid of the background, and that looks pretty good. I'm not going to do a whole lot with it right now. I'm just going to go ahead and render it out. Even though it's a still picture, and even though I don't need to render it, I render it for a specific reason. And that reason is if I want to resize and or move this, I have to do that. Nightbot's doing its thing, and no buffering. Thank you, Sam. And that looks like that's done. Come back over here. I did a really good job. So I can click on the transform right here, I can move this wherever I want and it doesn't go away. If I don't render it, if I move that, it goes away. So I'm going to make this the size I want. Now I'm debating on if I want to go redo the of 500 or not. But if I decide I don't want to do that, I just come back over to my media. I come down here and I find of 500 because we all know I have a goal of 500 for the year. And I think I will do that though. I think I will actually go back to whichever one I did this in and redo the of 500, and that way I've got a couple to use. And it's the same procedure. Go to Fusion, open up Magic Mash, Shift Space. It's already in the queue. Hit Add, and then we're just going to get the word. And I think that might do. There's a little bit of ghosting going on. You can clean that up a couple different ways by going into this, doing it that way, although I don't like that way. So go back to tracking, and I want to take away some of the stuff. This is another reason why I want to redo this, because it's really getting to not be good. Now, I can do that. Oh, that actually works. I didn't think it would. I figured that wouldn't work because there was already a dot in there, but it looks pretty good. Bitcoin for payment, I need cash. Yes, yes, by all means, Bitcoin. I'm going to go ahead and track this, and this is going to look terrible because this is from ChatGPT, or no, yeah, this is from ChatGPT, and it just did not play well. Okay, that's done. So now we can do the same thing, and you can see I don't like the fact that we have one white and brown and one in blue. It masked out okay. I want it to kind of go together, and that's clearly not going together. I'm probably going to fix this when I get done after I do the live stream. Lastly but not leastly, and I am going to leave that. I like that. I got that from there. I'm going to leave it. Lastly but not leastly, I'm going to go add my text file up here, and I'm going to go grab me a font that I like, which lately I've been on this Dover contour. I kind of like how it looks. I'm going to change the color, and let's go with that one, and then we'll tone it down a little bit. And again, I'm trying to match it to they don't really have a brown in here. You have to go with orange, and then you gotta kind of have to go figure out what you want. And that one looks okay. We'll go with that one for now. Really. And then we're gonna go put it right there. Change the title. Bring the size down. Move it over just a little bit. And I can size it from right here as well if I wanted to. That's the thing I love about the transform feature. I don't have to come over here and mess with the inspector. I can do everything I need to do right here. That looks good. I like that. So I got to make a decision on of 500. Do I want to include it? I like the color. I'm good. Now I got to put bills in there somewhere. This is going to be an Easter egg. So if you're watching tonight's live stream, you'll know this is there. And if you're not watching this live stream, you won't know it's there. So where am I going to put this? How am I going to put this? Where am I going to put this? You guys can't hear a bill, but I can hear a bill. Bill, do you have any place specific you would like for this to be if you're still here? Any place at all? Is Bill still here?
Yep, still here.
Yeah, I paid Bob Will.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Any place where I put it.
Well, I kind of want to get all of the stuff in there. Now, can I expand this I don't think I can. I can move. Well, maybe I can. That's a little too big.
Well, the sun's not quite shining there, so
I was outside earlier today getting my mail and whatnot. I need to go. I actually need to do the mask over again, but for right now, oh, you know what? If I had any talent, you know what I could do? I could put this image on this saucer with that cup sitting on this image. Am I biting off too much? Oh, yes, I am. And I will tell you, I'm biting off too much. So let's go with that. That looks okay. So that's it. This would be the, if this was going to be it, and I wasn't going to change anything else. I then come up here to File, Export, Current frame is a still, and I have my thumbnail. I do this every day, sometimes twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. You guys know, most of you guys know I do live in DaVinci. Go take a look at chat. I don't see anything else new other than John's last, I need cash. Don't we all? So I'm going to work on this a little bit. I am taking suggestions if anybody wants to give me an idea, either in chat or otherwise. By all means do. Now that's weird. I have never seen the rotate button. This is the rotate button right here. I've never seen that be outside the box. It's always been inside the box, and this usually goes above it. So this might be something new. I don't know.
how would you put that on the saucer?
I would take the cup out, put this on the saucer, and then put the cap back, or put the cup back. You would only see, now that's a good question, by the way, Jeff. You would only see it
Well,
from,
you wouldn't see the main part of it. is the
no, you
thing
wouldn't.
I
You would see this part right in here. The shadow,
Yeah.
the shadow would be gone. The saucer part would
Yeah.
be gone.
Asking a dumb question here. To take the cup out, do you have to kind of outline it, or is there things you can just grab the cup, sort of?
Well, good question.
I mean,
Not a
I've
dumb
seen you
question.
mark around the edges of an object and then do something with it, but
A couple different ways you can do it.
I don't actually try to remember what you do in this stuff, and it's not because it's not interesting. It's just because I don't need to learn it myself.
Well, just between you and I and the rest of the world, I don't try to remember this stuff either because I usually forget what I'm doing. So you make a copy of what you're trying to do. So you take the original, you make a copy of it, you go into the copy, and you're going to make changes to the copy. Okay? So we'll go ahead and throw this in there like this. You can't see it right now because it's underneath that. So let's go ahead and make a slight change to this, in that we're going to try to grab this corner. Oh, my lawyer's calling. Great. Got to end the live stream.
All right.